2012 began with excitement in Indianapolis as the Super Bowl came to town. As part of the festivities, the Purdue Glee Club performed at the Super Bowl Village.
So what's the news starting out this year? Mother's ready, of course, there's nothing to fear.
The 12th president of Purdue University, Governor Mitch Daniels.
Purdue tapped into Indianapolis again in June by hiring Governor Mitch Daniels as the university's next president. He began his new duties when his term as governor ended in January 2013.
I can conceive of no other assignment in which a person has the chance to contribute more to building the kind of Indiana of which we dream. I will have to earn the honor of this appointment through strenuous work to build the understanding, alliances, and personal relationships, especially with faculty, required for a successful presidency.
Provost Tim Sand served as acting president until Daniels began.
We've had an opportunity to both teach him in a way, we're doing that intensively, and he's teaching us about his philosophy and what he's going to add to the university. And I think that the bottom line is that he has complementary strengths. There are certain things that he can do, there are people that he knows, there are connections that he has that no one else in the country has. And we're very, very fortunate to have that opportunity going forward.
We wanted France to have this on her wall under the Sagamore of the Wabash.
Purdue's 11th president, France Cordova, stepped down in July after leading the university for 5 years.
I am just deeply grateful for that adventure of being with you. Deeply grateful that we all got down to it, that we worked so hard for Purdue to raise it to the next level. You're a winner, too.
Cordova bid farewell to students by delivering a last lecture.
It's been a privilege to work with you and an honor to be your president. Hail Purdue.
And we're lost out here in the stars.
The Purdue family lost a treasured alumnus in August when Neil Armstrong, class of 1955 and the first man on the moon, died at the age of 82. Purdue student government organized a memorial service by the statue portraying him as a Purdue student.
Neil Armstrong is the man who inspired us to go beyond the classroom, go beyond our own boundaries, and even left us with a challenge to go beyond the limits of this earth.
Neil's passing on Saturday brought sadness to all Boilermakers here and around the world. Today, let's celebrate his remarkable life. He was an explorer who pushed the boundaries of space and brought a world together. And he showed us that if you work hard enough, you can accomplish your dreams.
I really felt like I wanted to have a book that was a very personal tone, a very conversational tone.
Another Purdue astronaut alumnus, Jerry Ross, returned to campus to talk about his new book from the Purdue Press called Spacewalker.
Are you at Purdue?
No, not yet.
A third Purdue astronaut alumnus, who was the last man to walk on the moon, returned to campus in the fall. Gene Cernan greeted alumni at a reception held by the Alumni Association.
The record really is quite remarkable.
Discovery Park celebrated 10 years of phenomenal success in 2012. Director Al Rebar cites the park's achievements in winning grants for large interdisciplinary research projects, increasing research space, building partnerships, facilitating commercialization, and engaging students, faculty, and the public.
The College of Engineering is anticipating dramatic growth.
Purdue announced a major expansion for the College of Engineering.
We are growing our faculty by 30%, as many as 100 faculty. We'll be increasing our student enrollment by another 10%.
This announcement addresses the goal of attainment of a college degree and the challenge of affordability.
In January, President Cordova announced plans to change the university calendar.
Purdue will move over time to offering 3 trimesters, or virtually year-round college curricula. This will make it possible for students to complete college in 3 years.
Several major Purdue anniversaries took place in 2012. It was the 100th anniversary of the University Fight Song, Hail Purdue.
90 years!
2012 was the 90th anniversary for campus radio station WBAA. The keynote speaker for the celebration dinner was NPR personality Diane Rehm.
We continue to celebrate our 40th anniversary.
It was 40 years ago that the President's Council was first established. It now has more than 17,000 members. For the 55th year, karts competed in the Purdue Grand Prix. For the third consecutive year, the race was won by a driver from IUPUI. More than 4,900 new students took part in Purdue's orientation program, Boiler Gold Rush. Acting President Tim Sands and President-elect Daniels spoke to all of them at the opening ceremony. A new tradition has taken hold as part of BGR. Students symbolize the start of their Boilermaker experience by crossing the tracks between Wetherill and Stanley Coulter.
3, 2, 1.
The newly renovated Co-Rec opened its doors again in 2012. It was rededicated in the fall as the France A. Cordova Recreational Sports Center.
Having this center named for me is a tremendous honor. From the very first day we were here, we have really been committed to the Co-Rec Center.
The $98 million renovation and expansion resulted in a 50% increase in space. The extra room allows more fitness activities and classes. The facility also features the popular addition of 2 types of rock climbing walls. The RSC includes the Aquatic Center, where David Budaya perfected his diving technique before he won a gold medal in the 10-meter platform at the 2012 Olympics. The President's Council celebrated his success.
I never would have been where I am today without my family, without my friends, without Sonny, and without my Purdue Boilermakers standing behind me the entire way.
In another championship effort, the Purdue baseball team captured its first Big Ten title since 1909. At homecoming, alumni renewed friendships and cheered on the Boilermaker football team against Wisconsin. Activities began the night before the game with the annual parade and pep rally.
All the Big Ten stadiums.
Prior to the game, alumni and friends of Purdue got to visit information booths and enjoy Purdue singing groups.
They're drawing a red line around the greatest news of the decade. If you think you can, then you know you can.
Members of the Purdue Black Alumni Organization also gathered for a homecoming tailgate. As game time approached, acting President Tim Sands and his wife Laura led the Purdue All-American Marching Band to the stadium.
Boilermakers win it.
At the end of the season, Purdue football qualified for a second consecutive bowl game after trouncing Indiana 56-35 and keeping the Old Oaken Bucket. In November, Athletic Director Morgan Burke announced that head coach Danny Hope would not be returning for the 2013 season.
He's big on baseball caps.
In December, Darrell Hazel, former head coach at Kent State, was named as Purdue's new head coach.
I am absolutely delighted. I think we've got a partner here that is eager to build upon the work that's been done. He knows the cupboard's not bare. We've got work to do always.
I can't tell you how excited I am to be here and be a part of this program, a program that's rich in academic tradition and excellence, a program that's rich in athletic excellence. Here's a program right now that's in the middle of the pack, but I want to be at the top of the pack pretty quickly.
Marv over 200 yards passing today.
Interim coach Patrick Higgins led the team to the Heart of Dallas Bowl on New Year's Day, where Oklahoma State bested the Boilers 58-14. The men's basketball team and Robbie Hummel excelled in 2012, advancing to the NCAA tournament to nearly upset 6th-ranked Kansas in the second round. Boilers beat number 11 Illinois to start the 2013 Big Ten season. Stars from past men's basketball teams returned to campus in the summer for an alumni game featuring Matt Painter and Gene Cady as coaches. The women's basketball team won the Big Ten tournament, putting them in the NCAA tourney for the 18th time in 19 years. The Boilers got to play at home for the first 2 rounds, beating South Dakota State, but later falling to South Carolina. Early in 2013, Purdue was ranked 12th after thrilling overtime victories over its first 3 Big Ten opponents. Purdue volleyball earned its 6th Sweet 16 berth in the last 8 seasons, earning a trip back to West Lafayette for the regional, where they lost to Minnesota. During the summer, alumni got a chance to meet the coaches for football, men's and women's basketball, and volleyball at the Coaches Caravan, hosted by the Purdue Club of Northwest Indiana.
Where do you sit when you're in the class?
The Purdue Alumni Student Experience again held its annual networking event for PACE members and alumni on campus for Alumni Weekend.
It's fun to celebrate the tradition, the rich history of Purdue.
Also on Alumni Weekend, alumni leaders gathered to learn from each other and from the staff of the Alumni Association. They were welcomed with comments from women's basketball coach Sharon Versa.
I'm a Purdue alum as well. It means everything to come back, see the growth, have that pride and that passion, and continue our lives and to teach the young people how important it is.
I'm going to be starting the awards presentation, and I'll be
Some of Purdue alumni's noteworthy leaders were honored at the annual awards banquet. The Outstanding Young Alumni Award went to Alan Still from Noblesville, Indiana, and Jim Rio from Chicago.
Ben made a mistake by giving us the chance to make a few comments tonight.
Two leaders who've served with distinction for 10 or more years were honored with Boilermaker Pride Awards. They are Dean DeVoe from the Elkhart County Club and Howard Poole from the Southwest Michigan Club.
Yay, congratulations!
The Alumni Association again celebrated the addition of Purdue graduating seniors to its ranks with the annual Senior Send-Off.
Behind me is the rock climbing wall. You know it as the Co-Rec, but it's now the France A. Cordova Co-Rec, and I guarantee I'm going to be the first alumni director to ever climb that wall. It's been a great year of transition at Purdue University. We say farewell to our 11th president, France A. Cordova. We say thank you to Tim and Laura Sands, who served as interim president and first lady of Purdue. And we say welcome to Mitch Daniels as he comes in as Purdue's 12th president. We also say thank you for your loyalty to Purdue University. At the Alumni Association, we say loyalty lives here, and it wouldn't be true without you. We thank you, and hail Purdue.
Hail, hail to old Purdue, all hail to our old golden flag. Hail, hail to old Purdue, our friendship may she never last.